Good morning from the man behind the book. I figured I could sit here and ramble on, or I could just cut right to the chase from my latest book. I guess, it's reversed on this video, but anyway, without any further delay. This one is called Small Devices. Some flowers, some weeds, in a myriad of colors and moods. Most of us will always be weeds, ragged, growing in the cracks, life in the wilds. Not much to celebrate, it's enough to survive. Get by, it's nothing new or unexpected. We all wander and get lost. When it happens to me, when I've run dry and bled out in a bleak moment, I might focus on whatever pleasantness I can grasp or apprehend, whether it might be the songs of birds or the or the brush strokes of sedate puffy clouds against the blue canvas sky to contrast the hellish misery of days, without the little things that enable me to endure. A little beauty can carry me far, even if the world has grown ugly. There are still places inside of me, wonderful vistas and memories, many small devices, escapes, if you will. And if that isn't enough, I remember all the beautiful people I've had the pleasure to know. Many of them I never met in life. They are like dreams, made of thoughts, music, and words, real as anything ever is. And that one was completed on the third day after Monday, September the 4th, 2025. And the next one is The Waiting Room, which is the poem on the back of this book. We are like rain, suspended in the clouds, waiting for the moment together to fall back to earth. Some of us fall slower or faster, or are carried by gusts. Others make big impacts, and there are those of a gentler nature, like a drizzle or a mist. From heaven we gestate, coalesce, become a vapor to form homogeneous drops. We fly, we fall with the wind, lightning, and thunder like rain. That one was completed while sitting in a veterans hospital waiting room on Thursday, September the 4th, 2025. The next one is called Before I Go. I would be remiss if I didn't share this. Perhaps once you listen you'll agree, or maybe curse my name, and that I go on about what I love endlessly. How music saves me, melodies felt, inhaled, nostalgia breathed in, thoughts attached to sounds. I am what I feel, stretching out, nothing more. Completed before noon on a Friday on the 5th day of September 2025. Oh, do I just keep going or do I stop? All right, I'm not going to hit the red button yet. Not yet. I'll keep going for a little while. The relentless rush of the present. Does it feel like wasting time or filling in a hole? To what end do we do anything? What's the point? What's the goal? When do we arrive at an answer? All we have is how we connect together. Does it mean nothing, or do we go on forever? Why would anyone want to unless the world worked that way? I'm an evolving pattern, traveling, a passerby, a reasoning awareness in the relentless rush of the present. And that was completed on a Saturday, the 6th day of September 2025. And then, irony of ironies perhaps, To Proceed Without Pausing is the title of the next one. It feels like circling swirls on a ceiling tile meant to resemble clouds, intermingled textures, the sterile touch of vinyl, almost like two-dimensional rosettes, blooms of vanilla frosting, a disappointment to the senses of taste and touch. Ah, I sail upon the oblique, the needlessly subtle, art for art's sake, the trail across the sand a snake might leave, the air disturbed when a tomb opens, the darkness retreats, the dust swirling gradually settles back, shrouding the mosaic design on the floor, or watching the slow passage of a distant ship and its lights through the night beneath the moon, while listening to waves lap the shore with wet sand between my toes. I come back to myself and sail away again. That was completed while awake and thinking on the 6th day of September 2025. And I don't know, Gray Stranger. You're wearing a light yellow coat, white slacks, and loafers. Your face is flushed as you are walking by. Your short hair is gray, your face unfamiliar, nothing distinctive there. It's a commonality here where I work and live. Many gray strangers. You spoke first, saving my awkward questions, and asked about an address on the nearby avenue, not part of our domain, but nearby, yet you insist it's in here, and you tell me you live 3 houses down, and I tell you, let me show you the map, and you refuse to listen, and you fall silent, not wanting my help apparently. You consult your phone further. As the minutes tick by, eventually you walk away, presumably back to where you came from. But there are no houses that way for a long block. Nothing but apartments. And where the houses are, you pass them by and vanish somewhere onto 4th Street, leaving me to wonder if you're lost and wandering. Completed on a Sunday on the 7th day of September 25, and I'll give a little more detail. I was working my part-time job as a gate attendant, or a guard, if I want to. Does that really lend anything more to it? Is it? No, it's an unimportant detail. I'll go one more. Is that good? Is it bad? Should I have stopped after the first? All questions that won't be answered here. Well, maybe they are answered because only you know whether you already hit the button or whatever to move on. Listening. Deep into the night and into another morning, what am I waiting for? Certainly not anyone, not a person in particular. I stay up too long, only sleep 4 or 5 hours with restless dreams. I'm not waiting, might be a holding pattern. I can't go forward, yet I do. Like hands to the plow, they say, don't let go, don't look behind you. Don't let pain tether you. But what about love? What about that part of me tied to those long gone, to those who crossed the veil, or left me here? It doesn't lessen or weaken me to remember as long as I make peace with regret and grief while I can. Completed on the 8th day of September 2025. Who do you think you are? He's a low-rent Tony Bennett who knows if he can sing. Could be a younger brother or son, I really don't know. I'm just going for the laugh. Lessening him, lessening myself by voicing these thoughts. What do I know other than he drives a nice car? He's polite but distant, distracted while breathing rarefied air. He doesn't see me, he sees a servile person, maybe even a loser working a menial job. Maybe he doesn't see anyone, he's just listening to my voice, nodding and driving by. None of it means anything to him. Just whatever it is or happens. And I'm the one judging. I'm that guy. And that was on the 10th day of September 2025. And we will stop with milk glass. I'm going to be firm on that. I cough. Expel the regret of failed, forlorn hope. The water vastest space of unknown depth and untold breath. A murky green milk glass pool in motion. I lie to my side in the sand, an unequal, less solid partner, half buried near other people, floating face-down bodies, others casually strewn like trash. Fleshy jetsam and flotsam, derelict containers emptied of purpose. True mariners now, part and parcel to the tides, subject to the moon. Dancing with the waves, these my tidal thoughts. In the wake of disaster, no one survived. I'm sitting up now, but my body never moved. Didn't so much as twitch. I feel cold while remembering the approach of October. Chilled, recalling the touch of sand, the taste of salt, the wet warmth of a torrent of tears. Completed on the 11th day of September 2025. All right, well, thank you, especially if you made it this far, or if you only were with us momentarily. That's all good. I have no expectation or hope for more. Thanks again. Hope that you're having a great day or evening. Take care. Bye.